Returning to the market, Roloff Farms. At a discount. Hi everyone, thank you for returning to my channel. Please click the bell symbol and subscribe to the channel for the most recent news updates. The father of four revealed to People magazine earlier this week that he was putting some of his family's renowned farm up for sale once more. The 63-year-old is asking $2,895,000 for 16 acres of the 109-acre property in Helvetia, Oregon that was highlighted on the popular TLC show Little People, Big World. This includes the farmhouse, which is 5,373 square feet. The reality star told People on Tuesday that Roloff Farm and the original farmhouse has been a monumental part of my life for over 30 years. Through Little People, Big World, millions of you worldwide were able to access this legacy content. It will always have a special place in my heart and includes some of the most wonderful memories. Roloff is no stranger here. In May 2022, he also listed the farm for sale, asking for about $4 million, but he was never able to find a buyer. Since Matt's children had intended to eventually take over the company, this decision caused a ruckus across the Roloff family. Most notably, Zach, his son, frequently voiced his opinions, even calling his father a narcissist, a manipulator, and a liar for the way Matt handled the possible sale of his home. Zach posted on social media shortly after Matt attempted to provide an explanation for his decision to sell, saying, like he has for most of his life, "My father is not taking responsibility for his own actions and blaming others." To make himself appear okay, he manipulated the fan following by dragging the family problems he made. This post reaches a new, startlingly low level of cowardice and manipulation of his children and family for personal benefit. The property was previously occupied by Matt Roloff, his ex-wife Amy Roloff, and their children, Jacob, 28, Molly, 31, and twins Jeremy and Zach, 34. Matt now tells People, "Yes, I had sincerely hoped that the entire farm would stay in the family forever, but life happened and that was not meant to be. I honor and am so proud of my children's wonderful lives, some of which include their own farms, projects, and personal dreams." Since its 2006 debut, Little People, Big World has run for 25 seasons. Matt later stated that he was okay with Zach and his wife Tori Roloff leaving the program around a year ago. Since TLC has not revealed any intentions to renew Little People, Big World for season 26, it looks like we are now at this point. 3 years ago, Matt attempted to convert the property into a short-term holiday rental after failing to sell it. At this point, he remarked, "Seeing others fall in love with the land just like we did has been incredibly rewarding. It seems appropriate to pass the torch, even though I just finished building my new house on the nearby 80 acres where I plan to continue homesteading." What is the reason for his decision to relist the property? "This old grandpa has realized that less really is more as I get closer to my 64th birthday, he told People. "These days, I enjoy the smaller pleasures in life, like spending time with my beloved grandchildren, working on a brand new, fascinating television project, and enjoying the Arizona sunlight." Zach Roloff, "My father is a complete egotist." 3 minutes for reading "A shot has been fired at his father" by Zach Roloff. We should probably stress that this is another shot. Zach hasn't really spoken to his father in 2 years, as viewers of Little People, Big World are probably well aware by now. This isn't the first time since Matt Roloff listed some of his Oregon property for sale. Zach believed that he had not been given a fair chance to buy this land back in May 2022. Zach startled fans by calling Matt a coward and a liar when his mom disputed that account. At the time, Zach responded to Matt's account of how the sale happened by writing, "This post is incredibly misguided and false." He even added, "Once more, he blames others and refuses to accept responsibility for his own acts, as he has done for the majority of his life." Manipulating the fan base and dragging the family problems he made up in order to make himself appear okay, this post reaches a new, startlingly low level of cowardice and manipulation of his children and family for personal benefit. A few weeks ago, Zach and Tori Roloff made the announcement that they were quitting the TLC reality show in question. Zach gave the following update on the current state of affairs between father and son at his farewell appearance. "That ship has all sailed when it comes to my dad. He stated through confessional we basically do our own thing. There isn't much of a bond. Even if time may level things out, everything will be restored. It will only be different." Zach has now informed listeners that not much has changed since the Little People, Big World finale was taped on the most recent episode of the podcast he co-hosts with his wife. "Oh, it's not very good." Regarding his non-existent relationship with his father, Zach remarked, "People are still in denial. They didn't do anything wrong. It seems like narcissism to me. I don't know, it's not fantastic, but it might get better with more time." Well, give the father 3 points for being honest. Zach added that filming for the latest season of Little People, Big World began nearly a year ago. A lot of time has gone by. However, there hasn't been any reconciliation. Stuff is out on social media, and you realize people are thinking the same thing, but the dust has been settled and nothing has been fixed, he added. "It's unfortunate because I had assumed that we were sort of balancing things out." Matt has expressed his optimism that the relationship would get better, but he has also raised questions about Little People, Big World's future. This spring, he told Entertainment Tonight that regardless of the program's outcome, he can understand his son and daughter-in-law's decision to leave. They received their 3 little children. "It's not for everyone," Matt said to the publication. Zach is more aware than anyone of how challenging it is to raise kids in front of the camera with all the attention. Matt Roloff. "If there are only a few people, the world will end." For minutes to read Matt Roloff needs some time to think. On a professional as well as personal level last month, the father of 4 clarified that, at least in terms of long, complete seasons of the TLC reality show Little People, Big World was probably finished filming. Fans weren't surprised by this revelation because Tori and Zach Roloff had previously said that the show was ending. In a recent interview with Entertainment Tonight, Matt restated this same fundamental idea while also reflecting on his many years of television appearances. With apparently teary eyes, Roloff told this publication, "I'm just thinking about what a journey." The family conflict has not only destroyed the Roloffs but also their show as a result of the cast members leaving Little People, Big World. Zach admits that perhaps things will get smoother between him and his father in the future. However, he acknowledges that things will never be the same. In the season finale of Little People, Big World, Zach Roloff makes a statement. As we watch vintage footage from Zach Roloff's boyhood on Roloff Farms and his children's current upbringing on his and Tori's property, he addresses the confessional camera in the Entertainment Tonight segment. Below, from the Tuesday, April 23rd Little People, Big World Season 25 finale. Zach acknowledges, "The farm was a part of my life, and it won't be a part of our kids' lives the way it was mine. For better or worse, the lives of Jackson, Lila, and Josiah will diverge from those of their parents." Zach and Matt Roloff had a well-known argument when Matt decided to sell a piece of the family property after raising his boys with the hope that they would eventually manage it. Zach's hopes for his family and himself were dashed by this. Zach found it difficult to accept, even though his twin brother Jeremy had already given up on the concept. Zach now claims that his resentment isn't the reason he can't go back to the farm where he was raised. However, he has moved on and is living a life of his own with his spouse and kids. Zach claims that he has no ill will towards Matt. In the climax, Zach tells the camera, "No one is purposefully not going to the farm, and no one is harboring grudges. There simply isn't any interest," he says. "There is nothing we're hiding from the kids. They don't ask. They just don't ask, and they have their own space up here," Zach notes. Zach expresses in the video how much he wants his kids to share his passion for the great outdoors as they grow up. That's not always the case, and may even work against some parents. However, Zach and Jeremy did have childhood aspirations of owning a home and starting a family. Thus far, it appears that Jackson, at the very least, might carry on his father's love of the great outdoors. Matt Roloff's life will never be the same. In the climax, Zach tells the camera, "That ship has all sailed when it comes to my dad." He acknowledges, "There isn't much of a relationship, just doing our own thing. Time might even it out, but everything will be healed. It will be different," Zach says in his almost hopeful conclusion. The absolutely beautiful family Christmas photos of Tori and Zach Roloff have fans of Little People, Big World completely enamored. Tori and Zach Roloff, former cast members of Little People, Big World, shared their cute family Christmas pictures with their followers as a way to enjoy the winter season. Posing in front of their Christmas tree with their children, the couple chose a theme of dark red, green, and cream. The family were stylish in their holiday attire in the pictures, with Zach sporting a cream jumper and black trousers and Tori sporting a black jumper and plaid skirt. For the children, Josiah donned a white button-up sweater vest with a holiday design on it and green pants. Lila wore a plaid frock that matched her mother's skirt exactly, and Jackson wore a dark red knit sweater with a white button-up underneath and khaki pants. So cute. Cherish your priceless family. As more fans commented, "Wonderful Christmas photo. What a lovely family. OH my HEARTTTTT, the outfits are perfection too. And I'm in love with some. This coordination blows my mind," Audrey Roloff, who is married to Zach's brother Jeremy, said in response to the pictures, with Tori joking that it was totally on accident. Haha. From Counting On left a remark, saying, "Very adorable. I adore this." Some referred to the picture as cute and clever, and questioned how the Roloffs managed to capture the unusual image. "Merry Christmas," others said. According to Tori Roloff of Little People, Big World, her father disapproved of her relationship with Zach. Tori and Zach Roloff, who were married in 2015 and have 3 children, discuss how their romance started in high school. Tori and Zach Roloff are talking about how their family doubted their love in the beginning of their relationship. The Little People, Big World alumni discuss their experiences as a mixed-height couple on Thursday's episode of the Raising Heights podcast. Tori is ordinary in height, while Zach has dwarfism. Like many others, Tori admits throughout the interview that her family and friends were curious when she told them she was seeing Zach, particularly her father, who wasn't first thrilled about the notion. As she prepares to go on a date with you, she recalls telling Zach who you are and showing him a photo of you. He was like, "No, what are you talking about?" she says. "This is not the guy I pictured for you." He literally asked, like, "Are you sure?" Multiple times. He was like, "I don't know about this." She continues, "Then he met you, and I joke all the time, but pretty sure my dad likes you better than me now. My whole family likes you more." In 2011, Tori, 33, and Zach, 34, started dating while still in high school. 2015 saw the couple be married on the Roloff family property. They have 3 children together, Josiah, 2, Lilia, 4, and Jackson, 7. According to Tori, her father's opinion on Zach and the disparity in height changed when he met him. "But once he met you, he definitely forgot about the height difference," Tori says, adding, "He was like, 'Oh, I think I get it.'" After getting to know Zach, her family and friends were able to set aside their doubts and worries about their romance. "I think my friends and family had some questions when we first started dating, but after they met you, they were like, 'Gosh, I understand why this girl is into him. I understand this situation. I understand this relationship.' Height didn't matter," she says. According to Zach, even though it may be difficult as someone with a disability, you want people to ignore the obvious physical element. That was not a problem for Tori. "When someone isn't perfect for you, you search for all these things that are wrong," Tori says. "Once I met you, there was nothing wrong with you, even though your height isn't what I would have thought. I couldn't find anything to dissect." Zach and Tori concur that they haven't had many public setbacks in their relationship, but they attribute that to their notoriety on Little People, Big World. The two also mention that it has benefited them to tune others out. "It shouldn't matter what other people think," Tori says. "They could have prevented me from being happy, and they could have prevented you from being happy, too. We didn't let the opinions of others to affect our relationship or us." During their time on Little People, Big World, Tori and Zach's romance blossomed. Since 2006, Zach's family has been featured on the show, including his parents, Amy and Matt Roloff, and 3 siblings. Tori and Zach formally left the show with their children